And I still started it kind of late anyway. Okay, man, I have a headache again. Like, why does headache again? Because now I'm like, is it something I ate, or is it... I mean, I probably didn't go to bed early enough. Just had a French ad and didn't understand a single word. Huh. I think it was Twitch that was giving me... watching somebody's Twitch, and it was giving me ads that were... I think like Spanish, or I think there was like a diaper ad or something, and I was like, who do you think I am? What? Why would you guess that that would be good? Because I was logged into my account and everything. Just seemed kind of... unless it's trying to tell me something. Okay, I feel like this is what we listened to last time, but I was like, I don't know what other music to put on. That's the things that stopped me from starting a stream earlier actually end up being like, what music do I want to listen to, and what should I title the stream? Actually slow me down a lot. Maybe some MIDI duck? I feel like I just listened to this not too long ago as well. I've got some... well, that's because I was also enjoying the chiptunes, and I was like, I could put on... or I would like to put on, like, the chiptunes radio, but I have no clue if any of that is stream friendly. Yeah, it's funny to see chiptunes. It's like, okay, no, that's somebody who also hasn't posted anything in forever. I was just looking at MIDI duck right now. I'm listening to MIDI duck. Yeah, okay. I don't even remember what that is. Is this cute chiptune stuff? I think I do need something with a little more energy just because my brain is not here right now. What's a slice world? Oh, soundtracks. Maybe. And bass. Noise pop. Okay, whatever. I picked something. And then this is what we're doing today. Actually implementing the thing that Brainoid said. Maybe I'll actually listen to a suggestion. Boo, hiss, boo. Okay, so that's a... actually, maybe I will. I guess the ad hasn't started yet. It pops up with a timer. It gives me a minute to dismiss it, but... yeah, that's the thing. You can only get the 3 dismisses, too, so it's like, no, we'll just get it over with. It's physics.raycast. How much of this do I remember off the top of my head? And the answer is always like, a little bit. Not a lot. It's not... although this can probably fill in a lot here, too. Because it's along the transform.forward by whatever distance. That's fine. No, I don't think you actually need to do a layer mask. The layer mask is just the default, right? Yeah, default. Is that not a vector? Oh, ray. Dadgummit. Okay, let's go to Unity and look it up. What is the exact example here? Physics.raycast. Transform.position. Layer mask being whatever the layer mask is. Yeah, there we go. It's just like along the forward. Yeah, this is literally all I need is just a. There is something in front of this. Okay, but this is also add. So I might actually go use the restroom and come back. No, that's not doing the music. This is doing the music. What are you playing? Because I don't hardly hear anything. So maybe not this? Dadgummit, I wanted to just... Okay, is there something that I know I like that I'm not sick of? It's the sick of it part that makes it more difficult. There's moo, yoo-hoo. It's like all these seem the same. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm still kind of starting up. Want to hear a truth? Possibly. 2, actually. Tomorrow's the day of the wisdom tooth removal, so I won't finish the 360 reload game yet. I'll have to play some games instead, because it'll be in bed for a while, so. Again, the mouse sensitivity and boss attack indicator settings integrated during the stream. Also switch the energy ball sound from a laser thing to something titled drone something. Neat. Yeah, good luck with your tooth. I hope that goes well. It sounded like the last one went well. And I know, having gone through my own tooth removal stuff. Well, that was... I had one tooth that just came out super easy, wisdom tooth-wise, and then the other one was the root was kind of twisted, so... But also, I'm a little afraid when somebody just comes in and says, hey, you want this thing? I get a little wary. So the answer is maybe. If you give me more hints as to what truths might be foretold, I am a little more I don't know. Do I want to be brave? The stream just started. Sure. You know what? Sure. Hit me. What truth do you have for me? Oh, wise. I guess I'm assuming wise. Maybe not wise. What truths are there to be known? Although a screen projector might seem strong, it won't be able to protect a grenade gun. It won't be able to protect 26 M68 grenade thrown by a M79 grenade thrower. I have no clue what's going on. Because you're using like actual gun names, I'm assuming. Because I know nothing about actual guns. I know a little bit about fake guns. Like, I just lost the game! Oh no. I haven't thought about that in... I want to say years, but it's probably just been months. That's still occasionally. I think there was a good chunk from like, you know, middle school, high school time frame to, you know, further into the internet. But I did lose it though. Yeah, but you never really win. You only just lose for a longer amount of time, ideally. I suppose that's life. You just eventually lose. Okay, Unity had the thing for how to do the... Oh, I guess as an introduction, I typically do game development. I'm working on this pinball painting game. And I do a lot of game jam projects. Typically it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday for streams, but I wanted to finish this project, so I was trying to do every day this week. And then Fridays I typically do other like games or indie games or other random nonsense. Or Dishonored 2, because I'm still trying to finish Dishonored 2. But I've been balancing that with some FTL. Most recently. There we go. So now I gotta debug why this is not working. And I'm just like, okay, let's actually do a more physics-based system. What's the goal? making an isolang better and faster than ASM. Kinda. So can you give a name idea? There's Arpel 1. I feel like I should know what isolang and ASM might be. I'm not the best programmer, if those are in fact programming related things. So, oh, assembly. Okay, ASM is assembly. And yeah, I was at the lang part. Esoteric programming language. Okay, making an esoteric programming language better and faster than assembly. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, you're like deep into the guts of the computer that I don't go anywhere near there. I at least do code in a editor here and not like visual coding. But let's see. I know there's the like Toucan is an engine. And then here's there's a military thing. We're talking about grenades, and then I pull up a plane here. Now, okay, give me nowhere game. And then Toucan. Probably too deep in the bowels of the internet for. Yeah. Okay. Now there he is. Yeah. Yeah, he was making Nowhere. Making a game called Nowhere. Yeah, and then scopes, and then making a thing called Toucan, and he just got way too into making a game engine and not a game. Can make a Minecraft mod in Java, but do understand 64-bit CPU and can code in assembly. I guess there's some institutional knowledge in terms of like making mods and stuff, but yeah, that is kind of funny to be able to go all the way deep into the guts of the computer, but also if you're messing with the layers beyond that, you're starting at a very good base though. to be messing with assembly and stuff. But this is somebody who made something called Toucan, so I don't know what the language is. I don't know if there's something. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there some sort of theme on the isolang? Because that would definitely help for naming it. Although you could just do like a random. What is it, like you could do Apple or Amazon, or like if you wanted to show up in a search thing in Java. Well, I guess Apple is food related, Java's food related, Amazon is not. Aardvark. Just to put as many the top of the alphabet there. Zizix. I feel like that's why does that feel like a thing? Oh, it's already a place in California. I don't know why I'm going for the beginning and the end of the alphabet, but those are the ideas. So for Java, the food looks worse than Python, the snake. You don't like the look of coffee? Because I'm there with you. Also not a fan of coffee. And I haven't messed with Java, the programming language, at all in a long time either. That was like first job. No, that was first job in college. That was when I was still in college. Got a job doing Java. And then ever since then was... Okay, let's just copy over the whole thing, and then I can modify it as needed. Why do I have a headache? Why is this a second day in a row that I have a headache? Because now I'm like, is it I didn't sleep enough? Is it I ate something wrong? Because I've been drinking water. And I've been getting almost enough sleep. Keep going to bed like, 15 minutes late, and it's like, that really shouldn't make that much of a difference, but yeah, you compound that over a few days. Well, okay, I went to bed pretty late on Monday, and then I went to bed less late the day after, and then I went to bed less late last night. But that's all still late. It's not going to bed early or on time. Okay, do I stop yapping and lock in and make a thing, or do I say, nah, brain full of mush, yap away? We're gonna split the difference and get nothing done. No yapping, but also no code. That's what it is. My opinion in downloading Windows 11 on a Windows 95 monitor. I mean, you can do that. I don't know if it'll work, if it'll function for you. Even my computer, it's said, oh, it's not fancy enough for Windows 11. And I'm like, oh, I guess I should I should update my computer, get some new computer parts. Oh, Java fruit compared to the little Python. Yeah, stream just started. I'm still, the engine has to rev up. And there's not really a great top speed, but well, aren't coffee beans a fruit to begin with? I did mention Java being a food. No, okay, Java beans, right? And by beans, is that fruit related? I thought it was fruit related. Oh, apparently Java beans is not it's just so food? Is this a food? Does this exist? I thought this was a thing. Oh, fava beans. I might be mixing up fava beans with Java beans. Ah, okay. Okay, but wasn't Java based on the naming was based on a food thing? Time to code in fava. Yeah, there's a name for you. Fava beans. That also seems like a pretty big yeah, no. brain not working just yet. We'll see if it ends up working at all. That's a lot of responsibility. There we go. To name your program off of one interaction here. Okay, naming? I'm just so distracted that it's not. Where it at? Oh, it doesn't say how. Okay. Nope. Bugger off with all of it. I'm gonna try to do a thing. Time to code into Fava. Food good, snake no good. Well, then just look up foods. There's all sorts of weird fruits out there. I know there's a guy who was trying to eat like every fruit and was only barely making a dent in it despite spending years because there's just that many fruits. Yeah, if a food, yeah, a list of 600 fruits, which is, I think, yeah, I don't like the Python syntax. Well, because I know Python is like a lot less strict about its variables and stuff, which I think makes it more confusing. Just, okay, I was gonna say, is this gonna give a list of things? A kebi, there you go. Ambrosia, that's the nectar of the gods, I think, actually. Bakuri. Balsam. I was like, if you wanted to go off of same sort of coding naming convention, but I feel like I should know what that Greek letter is. That's why I learned. Man, I've only ever gotten up to the point of recognizing things, but not actually learning anything. Not lambda? Is that not lambda? Oh, that is lambda. Okay, I did know what that was. Then, okay. I said I was gonna listen to chat, so now I'm like, okay, I guess I have to read every message and not get anything done. I meant listen to chat so that I can get things done, but... Oops, guess not. Okay, so this is from its transform position along the forward vector, which is just its forward vector. No, it's... yeah. That's its forward vector, right? And then do like the grid move distance. There we go. So then that will tell me if a thing got hit, and... Not listening to chat, I'm reading chat. Yeah, I don't have the module installed to have it read out the chat messages at all. But... oh, okay. Oh no, not lambda. What's wrong with lambda? I don't know my Greek letters all that well, seeing how I didn't even recognize lambda. Ugh, it's not happening. Brain dead. Not lambda converts it to a... so not lambda converts it to a bool? Not false. Yeah, okay, so I guess lambda is the thing in Python that I don't know. Lambda or Python. Okay, so, Unity, this should spit something out, right? Where's the example of... oh, that's just to say if there is something in front of the object. Here, I actually want to... so now I do want this one. And then the layer mask should just be default, right? Oh wait, I already have that. Dadgummit. Okay. Wasn't this like make array? I don't know why. I can never remember any of the Unity syntax despite having done this a few different times. Okay, you are looking for what? You're not gonna show me what you're actually looking for? Because that'd be nice. There we go. Origin, direction, hit info, max distance, layer mask. Yeah, okay. So then you should spit out the hit. And then the hit I can get information from to do the picture here. You don't like Python. You know like Python. How do you want to make a language faster than machine code? Want a problem. Want to have a problem. Is this like a solve a problem, or is this like a we're going to have problems with each other? Is that supposed to be threatening, or hey, let's solve a problem together? Or cooperative? Have equals... oh, see it, the and x? Because it's not, right? Is it supposed to translate to problem? Have a problem with... oh, the address of x, bro. It's been a while since I messed... you'll find I am not a good programmer. Or artist. Or... anything. I like to think I'm good at streaming. That's the skill. but everything else that I try to do is middling. And even streaming, my brain is not working, so it's subpar. I like to call myself subpar, so yes, very much more of a C# guy than a C++. I don't think I've even touched C at all, ever. I got a game design degree. I did not get a computer science degree. I got a computer science minor, not a... Has been following for 1 year and 3 months. I guess I have been streaming for like 4 years. Wowie. Okay, have a pointer equals the address of... Okay, let's not unfollow age. How long have I not followed? Yeah, for 9 months. Is not following. Hey, there you go. Now you can actually add to the stats. Also, thank you for the follow. So you can watch me poorly do code that, you know, simple basic code. Well, I guess basic is, I lied. Doing C# code that, wow, a sum total of 0 seconds. Funny that it, was that? It goes down to seconds, apparently, so that number will tick up, I suppose. Okay, so what do? Okay, I have the hit vector, then raycast hit, and then I forget what this has in it or what I can do with it, and I just forget how to do anything because I hit my head one too many times. So that was hit distance. No, it hit the collider. There we go. Hit collider. Dot. Collision or something. So. Yeah, basic is relative if you're used to it, yeah. But yeah, I was like, basic is a term for. Well, okay, what is basic exactly? But I know basic is also yeah, basic. Which it does pull up programming languages as opposed to the like definition of the word basic. Yeah, general purpose high level programming languages. Can't code for shit. This is rocket science. I mean, rocket science. This is not nearly as bad as rocket science. Not that I've actually tried to do any rocket science. I've also not played Kerbal Space Program, but well, an age. If we're talking my age, I'm 33. I've said it a few times this year, just because I did a stream on my birthday. It was like, let's play all the games with 33 in them. And then suddenly 33 Immortals is coming out this year, and Claire Obscure 33 is, what is this crowd? Is there a crowd? I don't ever look at the number for how many people are here. I just, apparently if I say people are, if I say I'm gonna listen, then, people show up. Not really what I was expecting, but, I guess hello there, Brainoid. This is rocket science that I can compute, then I can quantum compute a teleporter inside a 1-bit CPU with 1 bit of RAM. You've lost the game again. I have lost the game again. Okay, I'm also fighting a headache for some reason again, which is frustrating. Okay, so now that I have the hit information here. It's the IT crowd. Or the IT crowd. Man, I haven't watched the IT crowd since, what, 2013? Dang, dude. Not that I would necessarily want to watch it, rewatch it right now, but okay. It's the hit collider should tell me the normal of the collision or something, but yes and wait, no, yes and oh boy, hit that normal. Okay, that's in the image, isn't it? Oh, vector 3 to reflect and normal. Okay, it doesn't say specifically hit that normal. Okay, so I can feel a little less dumb. Okay, so the hit dot normal, and then do. Oh wait, the rest of the answers in here, and then ball forward and normal. Oh, I guess hit dot normal. Okay, so vector 3. Okay, here. Vector 3 dot reflect, and then I'm passing it in the indirection just being the forward vector, which I already have, and then the reflect vector being the hit normal. Aha, okay. Add friction? I forgot about friction. Have you even seen me actually run the game? And there definitely isn't any friction. There is okay, I just kind of wanted to run the thing just to show the game again, but you want to check if the hit is valid first, I guess. Oh, yeah, because this does. Yeah, okay, it's the make sure that there is something there. Yeah. Okay, hits, dots. Okay, yeah, there we go. Why did you give me the right answer and then you didn't put it inside the brackets? I want to like the AI code stuff, because occasionally it's helpful, but a lot of times it's just kind of confusing there. But should pretend to be a bot. Yeah, want to buy follows? Go to this totally shady website. I'm greedy. Wait, what greedy thing did I do? I'm needy. that was a little more apt. Oh wait, let's get rid of my other dumb nonsense here. Okay, so dumb nonsense here. Just go away. Well, I kind of need this too. Ganidi? Oh wait, do I still have the? I'm about the. It's gonna be super quiet, but. So wait, let's pause the music. Okay, do I still have? Because I gotta remember to use this little sound effect thing. Oh, that, at least on my end, it didn't come through at all. And here I am turning it up on my end. Okay, wait, I could blast it there. There we go, okay. So instead of the, I'm not a gnome, or, no, wait, I'm not a gnelf, I'm not a gnoblin, I'm a gnome. I don't like that meme. Despite the fact that I love garden gnomes, I'm not a fan of the meme. So, side project is a C++ game. Yeah, not a gnelf, not a gnoblin, he's a gnome. Okay, back to music, back to trying to... Naturally, I said I was gonna lock in and do a thing, and now here I am, not locked in. I am gnomeable. And I don't know if that is supposed to be, like, knowable, or, like, you're able to be gnomed. Never really decided on that. I just said, okay, what thing can I attach to gnome that is not already taken? Because something like nomad, which I thought was kind of cool, already taken in a few places, so. Okay, Okay, I was just gonna comment this out. 3 usages. Frequently called. 3 is frequent? If you insist, I suppose. I would not really call 3 frequent. But that's okay. Maybe we just comment out the stuff in here. Because Oh, but then it's gonna say it wants the thing to returned, and then it's gonna... Okay, I just wanted it to not do this for now. So... It knows it doesn't know, and how to not. I don't drink and know things. I don't drink and I don't know things. I am small, though. Oh my goodness. Mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis? What spell did I just cast? Rutrow. Did I just create a microscopic volcano somewhere? Or the fear of a microscopic volcano, possibly? Do I want to know what this is? I am curious. This is not gonna pop up. Like, is this actually a word? Or is this a... What even is this? Oh, is this the longest word? Pneumo ultra microscopic volcanosis. That's nowhere near. Long advice and treatment. Okay. Gnomophobia. Can't be afraid of gnomes. They're too cute. I guess there are versions of scary gnomes that attack you. But... No gnomophobia. Yeah, aobophobia in Spanish is a palindrome. Now we're just talking about fun word puzzles and things. I still play Wordle on the daily. I wouldn't necessarily call it a fun word puzzle. But it's at least something to do over lunch. Okay, Why? Every time I state my intention to actually do something, it just doesn't happen. This is why I don't say I'm gonna do anything. It jinxes it. You make plans, and that is what is going to, That's not actually a word, is it, right? People aren't actually afraid of garden gnomes, right? You can't be afraid of garden gnomes. Why are people afraid of gnomes? Wait, really? Gnome phobia is partially to blame for the delay in the animated film Romeo and Juliet. Strange phobias that people suffer from. I mean, that's essentially you're just afraid of a conical hat. Oh shoot, I know what the name of the hat is. Wow, good to know that I am in fact frightening. Fear me. Shoot, what's the name of the hat? I know that... I know, there's a word for pointy hat. Dadgummit. What's the word for pointy hat? Okay, pointed hat. There's a name for it. Friggin'? There we go. That's the word, though, that I was thinking of. Phrygian, right? Wait, does this actually have a pronunciation?
Phrygian.
Yeah, okay, Phrygian. It's a Phrygian cap. Unless that's the only if it's got the little thing on the end. Okay, how about a gnome hat? What is a gnome hat called? there a specific name for a gnome hat? No, we're just gonna get so many scrolls deep. No, it's just gnome hats. Okay, nope. It's not happening. I'm gonna try, but it's not happening. When you wash your hands, you actually watch your hands touch themselves. It's just like that. Is water wet? We're gonna go with however many, Okay, wait, I got rid of the ability for it to do this. So when I go into here... so when it does the update... So reflect, this is not actually getting put into anything. So this is doing the vector, and then I'm not actually... so now if I do... just set the forward. What did the picture say? If I just follow the picture, it just says here's the vector 3 that will reflect. Because I can't actually like set the forward of the thing, can I? Okay, let's separate them before the thing overwrites it. So transform.forward is equal to. That is a thing I can do. Okay. So then that sets the forward vector, and then I do want it to actually... Well, okay, now that should... I don't know, maybe that'll do something. I'm just kind of... I went into this with the intention of actually kind of sort of finishing. I just want a ball to run into the thing and bounce off of it, and yet... It's gonna take me 3 days and hours of work, and... Okay, it's probably this thing stopping it as well. Yeah, it's saying output direction is none. So can I do the output direction is just equal to the... So the output direction is just equal to whatever the input direction was. There we go. What do you mean input direction? Why? See, I think it's less useful than it is more useful. I keep wanting to rely on it because it works sometimes, but... Talking about grenades to assembling gnomes. Well, and I think I also just bounced off the subject of grenades because I don't know anything about grenades. I could maybe tell you about Borderlands grenades, but that's about it. I don't know anything about actual real grenades. Okay, so now are you consistently passing through the thing? Yes, okay. Grenade garden gnome assembly lines, combining it all into one. Oh, lines of assembly. Says that. Are you talking? Because I guess assembly lines is making me think of like, let's do a factory game with gnomes that are making grenades. Yeah, that was maybe that's an idea I should write down. Was the because I was trying to think of like if you had a rectangle that bounces off a thing here, how would that work? But okay, let's at least put that idea down on the idea journal. I was thinking of doing a... Do I have my idea journal? Set it? No, you're not gonna pop it up. Dadgummit. But the nope. Let's just check test. Probably video game ideas. And then here? Yeah, okay. But a Santa's present factory. That's what the idea is. Not for this project, but another idea to write down is Santa's present factory. Because I think there would be an interesting idea in terms of having to make presents of different sizes and then position them inside of a factory so they don't like run into each other and they all can fit into I guess combining something like a backpack battles with okay, maybe we write that down. So like backpack battles plus factory game. No, wait, Backpack Hero. I like Backpack Hero better. Plus, factory game. Okay, whatever. Idea written down. Now, back to whatever I was doing. So, made an important change to the basic deck. I did see a little conversation there on Discord about changing the basic. I think removing some of the 10 pointers and stuff, and adding some more actual like things. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Ruh-roh. I was doing it pretty well there for a while, and then forgot. On today of all days, the day of me saying I was gonna listen. So there we go. I had it pinned there for a while. It's because I have to pin it every stream so that I forget. There we go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Something about being precocious, maybe? I don't remember what the rhyme is on that one. But there is a link to the game. The Replicat. Okay, I shouldn't have streamed. I should have just sat here and done the thing. I don't know, I try to sit here and do the thing at work and that doesn't happen either, so. But yeah, I need eyeballs on me to actually do things. I don't exist otherwise. I don't remember why my roommate made that joke in college, but he made the joke that if he doesn't see me, I don't exist. Oh, I was thinking about him recently because I started listening to Rush. I remember he was a big Rush fan. And now that I've listened to it a bit, I'm like... But why, though? Not that it's bad, but I don't find it, like, memorable either. So... Yeah, I was listening to some Creedence Clearwater. It's all these, like... things I have heard about from friends and stuff that are like, hey, you should listen to Modest Mouse. And I was like, okay, yeah, Modest Mouse I actually like a little better. It's a little more memorable to me, but it's... all of this stuff is good, but it's good in, like, background music kind of sense to me. As opposed to, like, I'm actively listening to it. Okay, so now... the movement... So when you actually move with the grid move, you are moving in a direction. So that direction is not being set by the thingamabob. But I could have it spit out a debug log, right? To see if it's this A is a normal sentence, and you've read the sentence above wrong, and the one above. If you can read to hiss, you have a rate of the hiss. See, it's because I was able to glance at it. If you could read this, you've read this. That I knew to. Had I not been clued in on it, I probably would have not gotten the reading trick there. Here's the thing I know about you. You have read this sentence. Another truth has been revealed. So many truths. Now I wanted to apply this vector to the... We're just gonna have it spit out a debug. Just tell me where it's facing. Just what's it looking at? When it happens, when this happens. So, want the balls to always move forward and change the forward direction. Well, okay. The way I'm doing the movement right now is the... Well, it sets a target position and then moves towards that target position. Oh, does it actually rotate towards that target position? I don't know, I was just trying to go off of the thing that you put in the picture there. So. If I say this sentence is not true, is it true? I remember that in a book. What was it? Was it like Del Toro Quest or something? They had the like, you've failed all of these puzzles, now you get to choose how to die. And then the answer was like, yeah, it was like, if you say something true, I'll cut off your head. If you say something false, I'll strangle you. And then it was, you will strangle me. To turn it into a paradox. It's like, well, now I can't kill you. The statement doesn't work. Okay, but the way I'm doing the movement right now is that it just picks a new target position and then moves towards that target position. It is not actually doing any kind of rotation. But I think for this to work, this has to rotate towards whatever this vector is, right? I think that's why I was thinking of the ball always moves forward and then I change the forward direction, because that's what this looks like to me. This is the ball forward, so... Schrodinger's sentence. It's like Schrodinger's cats. Which is less common knowledge than I would have thought, because I know that was I think like a game designer, the Justin Gary, there we go. He was talking about making a game about cats, that I think he was calling it like Schrodinger's cats, and it'd be, like he had to just explain every time somebody walked up like what Schrodinger's cats was. It was like, okay, we gotta change the name of this thing. It's not working out. So if you're good and not good, when the good and not good cancels, you are nothing. They cancel, except the and. You are and. You have become the in-between. Go debug the thing. I said, look at the top there. Might actually listen to chat for once. I'm focused on chat this time. It's backfired. I meant to say that I was actually going to do the thing that chat tells me to do, but instead, just reading the chat and not doing anything. You're not getting anything done. But like I said, the goal is to stream and be entertaining, not to actually make games. This is just incidental. When you debug the program, it'll still have bugs. It doesn't debug. This is another remix of Boys? I can get behind that. Oh, this is... Now you took me into something else entirely. And come at SoundCloud. Because then you're going to take me to something that's, like, popular, and then Twitch is going to be like, you did a bad. I know what that song is. Okay, back to this, maybe? No, what was I doing earlier? I was trying to listen to some... What is this? I don't know what this one is. We'll do this one. There. That's something, I suppose. Okay. What's the base form for thing? Thing is verbing. Again, is this a language thing? Oh no. Thing is in the sentence there. Yeah, I was having fun watching that Iron Mouse clip. It's like, oh, if you'll notice, the way Iron Mouse says, oh god, oh no, and adds a little extra verb at the end. And then she just got stuck in a like, wait, do I really do that? Oh god, oh no, oh god. It was a funny clip. Just the recursive row. Okay, do it. At least the headache is going away a little bit. Maybe I just need some more water and more yapping. When you program a game about bugs, you'll have more bugs, not less bugs. Or you could just make a buggy bug game. And then it's maximum bugs. Would it be though, or the? Though is thoughing. Doing a the. Maybe. Just did the funniest thing ever. I literally did sad face. It's funny because I tried to default the character to have like a happy face because I have just a tad bit of that resting bitch face. And I think it still ends up the character still ends up looking kind of sad a lot. Or if I look over to this side, then I can get the angry face going real easy. Yeah, it's not the best homemade VTuber, but better than what I had originally. And I streamed with that other VTuber for way too long. Okay. It's not happening. It's not happening. No. Be positive. Say it is happening. Then maybe it will happen. It is happening. Will happen, happened. Okay, so this spits out a debug log. That is the forward. So this is just to see if the forward vector is changing. This is on update, meaning this is probably going to be incomprehensible and not useful. But I'm going to try it anyway, just because I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm programming a thing. I'm making a game. I swear. So. So when I do a thing, am I thinging? I was not paying attention enough to the chat there to really understand what the thing is. My conversation about thinging. Okay, so it's at a... Which ball is this? So it does appear to be different. Is that actually changing? No, I can tackle this. I got this. I can do this. But then it's gonna get rid of all of my like direction thing here that I had going. And I almost had this working, so. That's not, is that omega? I'm omega? My omega-ing is high. It's not omega, is it? It just looks like an O. My beta-ing is high. What is it? Theta? Am I theta-ing? Oh, phi. Phi? My thing is high? My phi. I'm effing high? I'm gone. This is not... I want to go back to my dumb nonsense instead of actually trying to figure out how to do this using physics, which would probably be better. So... Petition to re-add the letter for and. I think we're using less and less words over time, so I think probably less and less letters as well. I doubt that there would be a push for adding letters into the alphabet. It is an interesting idea, though. It's like, you know, why hasn't there been a letter change? There's new words and old words that switch out all the time, but why not new letters and old letters? Just locked in on 26 and said, yeah, that's good. At least for English. Okay, so now the movement is not related to this at all. The grid move is taking a direction and saying, is there an object in that direction? And then if there isn't, and it can slide, then it sets the target position to that position, and then it moves towards that target position. So in this case, how do I translate the Yeah, because this is the ball specifically. This isn't necessarily the grid move. So... I don't even remember how to type this. What do I think about XAE? I don't even know how to pronounce that. I know that is Elon Musk's child, which I always thought that'd be funny in like one of those, you know, dramatic scenes where it's like, oh, you know, how is your kid? Like, oh, you know, like what's the name of your child? It's... Yeah, how do you pronounce that? Oh, that's the kiddo? Oh, the boy goes by X. That's the name of the everything app. X Dark Sidriel? Possibly. Tau Techno Mechanis. Is this a new thing, or are all his kids named? The name is pronounced X-A12. How did he... What? Huh? Why? He wants to have so many kids, and then he wants to name them all. I guess it's better than naming all your kids Dave. Or... Who's Foos, or... Oh man, I keep looking at it. I keep using that for doing character names in FTL. And then I don't remember any of the poem. Dang it. Yeah, but it was Microsoft that made the Xbox. I mean, he's got like so much money. Maybe he can try to buy Microsoft so he can get the Xbox, and then everything can be X. So. Oh, the kiddo told I want you to shush to Donald Trump. Well, I thought he also told him that he wasn't the president, too. So. Wants his son to be the first person in the insurance list. Yeah, but the X is at the beginning, though. Okay, time to program in Java? I don't know. Yeah. That's what you're gonna call it. I think fava, as in like a fava beans, is still kind of fun. But, oh, that's September. That's what the emote is. Okay. I'm surprised Brainoid is still here. It's been pure yap the entire time. Not even good yapping. It's just me reading chat. I'm not even talking about a thing. So. That is going in a direction I need to... Okay, wait, the direction, when I put in a direction to move, it's just this last direction, and then where am I getting these directions from in terms of... Yeah, I think this is where I'm getting Yeah, I might actually listen to chat, now's our chance. I meant, really all I meant is that I was gonna listen to Brainoid about how to implement this thing that he said, but apparently... Now it's everybody pile on, yap about whatever nonsense, and I'll read it. I regret everything. I thought I was saying, hey, I'm gonna... I didn't know. I didn't realize. I didn't know what I was signing up for. Gotta change the stream title before we're gonna end up in like Promise Week, like Ludwig. Go bald and... make a giant Kinect wheel and everything. Eating fava with my friend Fava. Like I said, I think you could still just use a giant list of fruits to get all sorts of names out of that too. So, yeah, it's this move towards in the grid move. Okay, this should probably be Because I was realizing it isn't rotating towards this, so... Oh, that's just in update. So just do a transform.lookAt within update when it's moving. So... Is it transform.lookAt or is it vector3.lookAt? It is transform.lookAt. And then the target position. So that'll actually get it to rotate when it moves, so. Oh, got Replic Cube after being thrown in the stream from yesterday. Yeah, it looks cool. I realized after the fact, I'm like, oh, should I asked him about like modding and stuff, or moderating. Not modding rather, but moderating, because if I actually make something where you can paint whatever kind of pretty picture you want, then and then if it is shareable somewhere, then I'm gonna need to have some kind of moderating. And he was talking about the TTP, so I was kind of curious as to how the moderation was being done for that. Yeah, two games, Replicube. I think that was part of the reason why Brainoid asked for the raid too, to be Replicube, Replicat buddies. They moderated in post, so. Because I feel like there's got to be some kind of user filtering to say whether a post is bad or not, or it's like, oh, yep, naturally somebody drew a dick again. It's required. Okay. I guess I did say I was gonna might actually listen to chat, but that doesn't necessarily mean I gotta say all of the things that I was. Yeah, they can ban users. Yeah, I was like, any that's the one thing that scares me a little bit about doing like user generated content stuff, is that you gotta have some kind of moderation for that. Okay, so does this say whether the forward vector is changing? It looks like it's all kind of going in the same direction. Well, okay, yeah, it's probably I overwrote whatever I was doing with this, so. Just waiting for a friend to arrive and don't want to code. Yeah, I don't have a site with users, yeah. The debug was looking correct? Well, I did also just change it from... Oh, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna sit for... There we go. Okay, debug was looking correct, and then... Yeah, the way I have the movement going is that the target position... So here... the ball after... There. Updates. After it detects that there's something there and it's reflecting along the forward vector, then it should set the move. Oh, and I guess this shouldn't be an update. This should be whenever the thing is happening. Reached target. Well, yeah, let's separate it. Let's do yet another thingamabob. So, give me a void check bounce, maybe, I guess. I don't know. check bumper, I suppose. Wow, you really want to put everything in there. Let's do it again. Check position at that distance to then. Okay, no, there we go. Do I have twinlings? So many words I do not know. And I even tried reading the dictionary at one point. I mean, try being the operative word. I didn't get super far. I was just like, I don't know what abattoir is. Oh, look, there's George R.R. Martin using it. Well, okay, maybe I'll try to learn some more words, but... Okay, so now... we put that here instead. So when it reaches the targets... There we go. Then you check if there's a bumper, and then we also make sure that this gets removed. Yes. Okay. So now, so instead of doing this within the updates, probably not a bad idea, but for now, let's just keep it related to specific squares. So now they should check here and then figure out. So now we say move. So grid space dot move. Grid space dot set direction to whatever the direction is, which is, how am I determining the directions? Because I think set direction is fine here. Oh, no, not grid space, grid move. Could leave a little review, not something I've done a lot. Yeah, I was in the same boat. I'm like, I think this is just the first review I've put on Steam. So, what do I think about defenestrating? Oh man, I've seen... That's a word I've heard of. I don't recall. It's not... Is it related to law? Defenestration? Oh, it's the act of throwing somebody out of a window. Oh, dismissing someone from a position of power or authority. Yeah, okay, so I thought there was something somewhat vaguely law-related. I guess it is just tossing somebody out a window. A la the meme. I don't think I have any strong opinions about somebody being tossed out of a window, but it was super cool, and they did it in the trailer for Bioshock Infinite. Okay, so this is set the direction to... I guess it's how do I translate this direction? Or maybe I just change this movement to... Because then it's physics-based movement, which I was trying to avoid. Yeah, because then it is just... I changed the ball physics to be just move towards the... 10-year-old reviews with 5 words each. Yeah, I didn't write a super long review. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like writing an entire paragraph. Yeah, I guess I've done a lot of reviews on itch.io. Well, not reviews, but like just comments that are reviews essentially. So I'm playing War Thunder for the 1000th time today. I think it'd be fun sometime to do a stream of some of those games that just have no interest to me. Like, you know, what would I think of playing Ready or Not? Or like, oh, let's pull up a the tank game. Shoot. World of Tanks. There we go, not War. World of Tanks. Something like that, where like, I have no interest in this. Let's play that game. just to broaden my horizons a little bit. Okay. So now how do I figure out the... Well, it's because it is doing a move towards with the positioning there. Well, it's just because the public thing I have is move with a direction instead of saying move towards a target position. Now, I could do like a move with a target position instead of a direction. Or I could try to translate the whatever forward director into, wow, forward direction to a thing. Mommy Halapatapai? That's... I doubt that it's ever happened to me. See, and then this is what some of the, like... This is like, no, we're gonna pull this up on a different monitor that is, okay, wait, I don't need that there. A look that, without words, is shared by two people who want to initiate something, but neither will start. Huh. It's oddly specific. But I guess that's what words are for, is to be oddly specific. So now we gotta look up something that means oddly specific so I can use that proper word instead. So I want to set the direction to whatever the best version of that is. Can I translate like a vector into whatever it's Can I go the other way around with this? Yeah, so then it's like, could I put a vector into here and then have it spit out what they are? It seems kind of silly and not super necessary, but that also seems like it would solve the problem if I just do like a... Why do you do this? Okay, so this is vector to direction. How about that? There's got to be a way to translate that easy. Okay, so then we pass it a vector 3, and then... Well, that's not entirely going to work, because it's not global, right? That is not, or it's not that's global coordinates versus local coordinates. So I guess it would be related to the forward direct vector that it's already looking at. This is just making me say that I should have been doing physics, or that I should redo everything to use physics, and it's like, well, I don't really want to do that necessarily. It's just because I was close on this that was like... But also, this is just dumb nonsense. That, like, it's not... Doesn't feel super useful. I think I gotta decide as to what I want to do for how this system is actually going to work. Yeah, I was gonna say, in terms of like staring at somebody, that tends to be, at that point I'll just initiate something, like I don't want to just stare at somebody. Okay, so then if I... the grid move and then the ball. Oh, and that's not even happening now anyway. Oh, because it's down here in this. Wait, so if I'm not using this, then get rid of it entirely. I moved it already. I don't need it there. I do want to keep that update though, just in case. I might need it. Oh, and speaking of, I could just do that if I don't want to mess with it. Because really my issue was when I went back to this other grid version. Because it was backward. It was fully backward at one point. So then I was like, okay, well maybe I can just rotate it into the right directions. And then that didn't end up happening. Yeah, it's because this is so close that I don't want to do a full rewrite of everything, but that's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, it's when it does that, where I'm like, ugh, that's correct, and then it does... Okay, that's the one that's goofed. Yeah, that one's goofed. That one's correct. That one's goofed. And then the other one. There's one more. There we go. And then this one's good. Oh, and then I haven't checked the different sides on these either. I've only done the one direction. So I could check that too. Also, wasn't I supposed to have the bumper in the middle of this thing? It didn't look like it was in the middle. Because I kind of wanted the bumper in the middle and then I wanted pipes on the sides. You're supposed to be down one. You goof. Yeah, okay, so this is for the test. The bumper is supposed to be there. I wanted in the middle, and then I was thinking about doing pipes on the sides, and then maybe I should do like just if you click on the pipe, it'll turn it on or off. Seems like a good thing for testing, so. So the pipe, you don't actually have a collider or anything though, right? Does it need a collider for... If I'm just kind of saying a on click. On button click? Is that what it was? Shoot. Okay. It's Unity clicking an object. It's pretty simple to do, but I don't recall. Select object. No, it's on hover, right? So it's not. So it's on. It's not hover, right? Mouse over. Is that what it is? There we go. On mouse over. Aha. That's what it was. It's on mouse over. Then I can just do a click on this. And then do input. Yeah, okay, because I have not upgraded to the other input system just yet. Input dot get key down. Key code. Yeah, I'm like, now I'm into stuff I know and I remember. Not space. Nope, not get key. You keep. I might get rid of the AI thing because it's just throws me off. Get mouse button down. I should do the same thing with chat too. I'm like, oh, it just distracts me. Gotta get rid of it. On today, the day that I said I'm gonna read all the chat messages. Okay, so now that is, I want to turn off the spawn ball. So it's probably a I want it to be a What, you heard that? You heard that I was gonna just chuck wait, I have a word. I was gonna defenestrate. There we go. I was gonna defenestrate chat. I'll learn the I'll pick up the big words there. Time to go on strike. That's right, you fall into my trap. Profile says you speak 4 languages. Well, there's polyglot in the name. That one I do know as well. I do know what polyglot means. Wait, does it say what languages? Because seeing how one of the languages might be assembly. I'm curious if that's programming languages or not. Okay, so not random color. This is spawn balls. Spawn balls. Yeah, because this isn't pipe. And then on click, just toggle that. Spawn balls equals not spawn balls. There we go. So now I can toggle whether this is doing that on or off. And then I can English, Spanish, German, and Italian. Spanish and Italian are close to each other. And I don't know how far German is from English. I don't think it's as far. Yeah, I vaguely know some Spanish. I did take some Spanish in high school, and yo no entiendo español. No sé. Soy estúpido. Soy ignorant. You see, and then I get into the words I don't know. The other thing I wanted to do was, for testing purposes, I wanted to get the spawner. To give me some more pipes. Okay, should I do this in a loop? Probably. This is just a test thing anyway. I'm gonna get rid of all this any hoozles. So now I need to be at 3. So now I did want 0 times cube size. Dadgummit. So that's that one. So it's at the bottom, so I guess if we go up to the left would be there, and 0. And then the opposite side being no. Yes, something like that. It's probably the wrong amount. And then the opposite side of that. Yeah, the allure of this is always so tempting because it's just shuffling numbers around and I don't have to think, and that's the danger there. So grammatically it's not that far from English, and there are some words that are similar, but I think going from German to English is much easier than from English to German. Okay. Yeah, I would be going from English to German if I tried learning German. My dad tried to learn German a bit before we went to Germany, and all I got was hello, kann Ihnen helfen. Just because that's how they started every tutorial, was like, hello, can I help you? And I don't even know if I was anywhere in the ballpark of correct pronunciation. Oh, and I wasn't actually rotating these pipes at all, was I? So they're all going to be pointed in the wrong direction. But German has lots of rules about when to start a word with big and small letters. Even confused sometimes that I am German. Yeah, the only other language I touched a little bit was Japanese with Duolingo, which I feel like doesn't count as much. So I did the math wrong on this completely. So yeah, there was some other. No, one of them was just wrong entirely. No, there was two that were at corners that needed to be shoved over. Like so. Again, I'm not here right now. Or at least that's my excuse. Is that I'm just... It's not an efficient way to program, but it is a fun way to program, to just move the number around and then see what effect that has on whether it actually did it correctly or not. But I could do the much more efficient version of actually thinking about the problem and then... Okay, there we go. So then I need to actually rotate them to be pointed at the bumper. Oh, I didn't even test to see if my... Turn them off and on with the touch of a button, if that works. So if I click you... If I click... okay, wait, let's do... false. You're gonna start false. At least I'm sort of getting some test stuff. Some vague amount of future proofing. So do you actually need a collider for this to... I don't know, what would be the most efficient? Like a ball or a cube? Okay, so that does not appear to be doing anything. I'm gonna click on it, and that is on the pipe though, right? The pipe spawn has a on mouse over if it's clicked. So we add a collider. It does in fact need a collider. That would make sense, but I wasn't entirely sure. So not a rigid body. Physics. I feel like a sphere collider is more performant, but I don't know. And give me one. That's fine. That's good. It just needs to sort of look like it's on the pipe. Yeah, I definitely don't want it to be a like mesh collider. That's way too much. Okay, so now we click the pipe. We click at the pipe. So now we go to here, and this, and say, is this happening at all? So debug. Okay, mouse over. Clicked. Then we go back to spawn balls. Maybe false. Oh, community goal for tryout Godot or Unreal. Yeah. That would be interesting for me. But yeah, like you said, don't know if anybody else would be as interested in it, but yeah, certainly interested in my thoughts about the other game engines since I've tried them. No, that is a great idea for a community goal. Well, because I think I had Chicken Chasers down as a possibility, and then I need to clear out these notes at some point too, but well, Chicken Chasers I think was one that I just wanted to play at some point as well. So, but like trying a different game engine is a fantastic idea. Yeah, specifically Unreal Argado. Because I have tried something like CryEngine, and it's like, yeah, I would not want to try to make a game in CryEngine. I don't know that you're even... like, because I remember I was able to download and make something in CryEngine, but I don't know that you could... I don't know if that stuff is licensable or not. Oh, could mess with, what, Fortnite? Unreal Engine for Fortnite? Although that's probably just messing with Unreal would be the idea there, but I have not messed with that, like, especially if I'm making a game that could very easily have user-generated content. Messing with an engine that does let you do user-generated content would be, I feel like, a good idea. Roblox. I should Replicube. It's not a game engine, it's more of a shader toy, but no, I'm just writing ideas down. Excuse me. Goodness me. So the question was the pipe. Spawn balls is false. Oh, spawn balls is not actually attached to anything, is it? Yeah, start code routine spawn ball. Yeah, okay. You can stay a random color though, but... oh, this should be... yeah, that's if spawn balls do... start the actual code routine for the spawn balls. And then update here is if... spawn balls, and well, no, I guess it's if it's when it's clicked here that it would do the. So now we do if spawn balls, then we actually start the code routine. I'm spawning balls, otherwise. Oh, I guess it's in here then? Or I guess just here also. There we go. So I don't want it to spawn a ball at the beginning. And then there, once that's turned off, then it stops spawning balls. There's not an ad coming up anytime soon, is there? Because I'm at the point of like, I have hydrated well. I'll summon an ad. I will go use the restroom and that will cause an ad to be summoned. I think there is a way you can actually run ads, but I don't... That might be like a you get further along the thing to actually set when ads happen, but... Okay, I will go use the restroom and come back. Okay, so now it'll actually toggle the spawning of the balls. For some reason, it sounds like the running of the bulls. The spawning of the balls. And... Hey, nothing. And... I did get moused over. I saw a click event in there. That doesn't actually start it again, does it? Oh, I had it right. Yeah, there we go. That's actually starting the go routine. I had it. I had it. I had it. And then I got rid of it. So. You got distracted enough by chat and didn't set out to finish anything? Same. Same. But my goal with a stream is to have a fun, entertaining stream. The game is secondary. Yeah, it's one of those things of I think the game is a good way to foster it. That's the goal. That's the life mission, is fostering community through the joy of creation. And I think games are an excellent way to do that. But it's just why did it do that exactly? Oh, here. It's just started. Okay, so if... So if it was originally don't spawn balls, and then it became spawn... oh, that's... duh. Okay, so close, but yet so far. There we go. So that's when it gets clicked and toggled. Nope. I just wanted to get rid of that extra space there, you goof. Okay. Okay, well, at least making some debug stuff. We can get more. Well, like, the manipulating objects with the mouse was a thing I wanted to do the whole time, so. There we go, now it's not barfing out balls like mad. Okay, so now I can just turn these on and off. Hell yeah. Okay, so I don't need those debugs anymore. So now I can turn the spigots on and off for testing. Have a good sleep as you can get before getting the last of the wisdom tooth gone. Yeah, it makes sense. Good luck with bumping balls around corners. At this point, I'm probably just gonna add some of the other stuff for testing it, as opposed to finishing it and doing it now. Because of that. Because it's basically 8 o'clock and is sleepy and still has a headache. I still have a headache. Okay, no ads. I'm probably gonna call it quits here soon. So I decided to do more streaming, and somehow it's turned into shorter streams that are also not productive either. I just wanted to get basic bouncing working, and it's just gonna continue to be out of reach. despite the fact that it's an easy problem, or should be. Well, okay, again, should is not... Expectations are not super helpful. Also just reached 40,000 droplets. Yeah, that's why I gotta get that community goal going. The economy's getting inflated here. I have more stuff to spend those points on. Yeah, I never did finish getting some emotes either. That was one of the things I wanted to do, was get the Twitch emotes finished, and never finished that. Yeah, and I thought about messing with the restream and stuff too. Yeah, that's what this whole set of tabs here was, just some of this other stuff I wanted to mess with. Yeah, like UFO 50. Still some UFO 50 to finish at some point, and like, yeah, just click maps. So that when I'm getting confused in Blender because I didn't click the exact right button. Okay, so the pipe. Does this have a set direction? Well, it's because it should rotate towards whatever that direction is. And I think that's something that I need to figure out just in general. Okay, wait, you have a direction. Is this okay, it is being used somewhere. The direction is whatever this selected direction is, which is whatever this random direction is. But that does not rotate the thing. Anyways, if I look at the spawner here, when it spawns the level, spawns the pipe. Did I only ever have it spawning up? I thought I was rotating the pipe too. Was I literally only ever spawning it up? And I only ever just noticed that? No, I did. No, I was definitely spawning in other directions. I just didn't see the rotate. So how is that getting rotated? Because really, what I need to do is, when I set a direction, it should also rotate the model. Or the setting a direction should actually set the direction of the model, not just the... Okay, that is only one pipe, and that is only one... Okay, so give me a lot less bumpers. Like none of them, just give me a bunch of pipes. And by that, I mean a handful of pipes. Yeah, it is. It's only 8 o'clock, and I'm like, it's sleepy, sleepy bedtime. I didn't. So I didn't have them rotated. Or maybe I did at one point in the past, because I swear I did. Oh, rotate. There we go. Okay, that's where it's rotating towards that random direction. Oh, so yeah, that is there. So when I was doing the ball rotate via the thing. No, the grid move. No, it was on the ball. It was the update on the ball, right? That I then turned into check bumper instead. Then the check bumper on the ball was setting the direction to all of this pipe. Select the direction times 90. No, okay, I have the vector. It's translating it the other direction. Instead of putting in direction and getting a rotation out, it's putting in a rotation and getting a direction out. That was the issue. setting the color to a specific color. It's probably in that, like, well, I don't need a specific color pipe right now, so we'll get rid of that as a thing. Okay, now this should rotate the pipes. But the whole thing was, when I set a direction for the pipe in here. Yeah, so now this is where I need to actually... Yeah, it would... Oh, it's the direction of the pipe. So this is just... Yeah, because the pipe is... yeah, and then I got rid of the ad for it to show up again only a moment later. So this is really just telling me that I need a set direction for the pipe. I'll just throw it at the bottom, I suppose. Okay. So set direction, whatever, move direction. Yes, that, but also, I need to rotate this thing. And this is where it would be done, is in the set direction, so. I am not working well with this thing. There's lots of shortcuts. I'm pretty sure there's keyboard buttons and things I can tap to actually work with this well, but that is not what I'm doing. Okay, so now, instead of this random, it's this selected direction. I already have the direction set there. It's this. So now I just need you to rotate towards this direction. Hmm? Oh, did you get rid of my... No. I'm literally pulling this from up here, right? Oh, you did get rid of this. I wanted you to... Selected direction is just a number here. And then it's changing it into a group move. So, okay. Now I want to cast it the other way around. From a direction into another. Okay, there. So now, in here, I can so now I get the pipe spawn out of here, and I give it the direction that I pick, which is grid move dot direction dot. This is the bottom one, I think. So this is forward. And then this is the left one. I believe. So it needs to be set to... Yeah, so this is the bottom one, so that's set to forward. So this is the left one, so we set it to right as the direction. And then I did do this kind of counterclockwise. Correct? No. Well, we'll see. Again, I might be just having these directions off. And it's just not what I want at all. But we'll see. It's a 1 in 4 chance? No, it's much more beyond a 1 in 4 chance. Get back. Welcome back. I'm trying to get all these pipes to point at the same spot there, so. You're gonna do the Fava compiler? Oh, it's still doing this. I was just like, those are not where I put those at all. Okay. That's a reason for that. Okay. It's assembly kinda. To the Fava compiler. Why is only one of these rotated? And it's the one that I didn't want to rotate. There's only one of them that actually did the thing. And these are different directions though. Spawn pipe clone. Spawn pipe clone is getting set to something different, and then its direction is being set to that. Spawn pipe clone is getting set to something different, and its direction is getting set to that. So if I get rid of this, is this the issue? Or did I again get these all wrong? Arl Plan 1. Although with all the caps, it very much looks like it should be more like an ARLPLWAAWN. DLR DRLU DULR. I guess now it's because it was more like loops and things. So UR D R U U L. Lur. Okay, so why is that? Why are you rotated now? 'Cause like this is the only one that I changed. Although now I'm giving all the secrets away. If you know what that is in reference to, but and I was just saying nonsense and getting nonsense in response. That makes sense. So who rotated? I got rid of this forward rotation here. And the... Okay, so now maybe I should just go to bed and then actually... You're still rotating randomly, aren't you? Yes, you're still rotating randomly. So we'll do Red Bull for random rotation. Everything's false in this case. And then here, if the random rotation is turned on, then do this. Okay, there we go. So now I can rip it and rip it. Now I could try doing that and see if that does anything. There's a pile of games that I do want to go back and try to finish. I was thinking I might have to mess with Metroid Prime again, because I stopped on the final boss. And I'm like, it probably wouldn't take that much effort to actually figure out how to... Because I got, I think, a good 90% of the way through that fight and died, and then was just like, I don't know that I actually care. I did it correctly! Hey, I did it correctly. So now I can test. Okay, there's a ball. Why did you stop there? Why are you so scared of the... You're not scared of it, okay? And you're not scared. But yeah, this will let me really test the bumper. At least I got this working, so it stops there. It's just a matter of... So why did you get scared? It's scared. Why are you scared? You're scared too. Why are you afraid of the bumper? It's not related to these extra bumpers, is it? Okay, and yeah, now I'm just fixing like small things because that's easier to do. Because it was also like a thing with the pipe that I also wanted to add a select the ball, the set grid space color. If I steal that and put that on the pipe here, I guess it's under the random color that it would be setting below. Oh, this doesn't have a grid move, does it? But grid move. Yeah, I don't have a... Oh shoot, that's not great. And it's set to whatever the random color is, right? Oh, I guess I am just setting that. Okay. See, the thing is, I know what that number is. Oh, and I am using the grid move position. Do I give a grid move to the pipe? Yes. Because I was thinking about having an ability to move all of the pipes and other things around, so... I actually did want to add a grid move on the pipe. This one is less weird. Bad. That's not what I wanted. A grid move? I was gonna say, it's what it looked like I clicked, but apparently not. Oh, you do have a speed, and you do have a distance? Is that distance correct, though? Because what do you have? Yeah, 2. The distance is 1. Not in this case. Should be defaulting to 2. Had I actually made the models correctly and stuff, had I actually done this better, it would default to 2. But I didn't. We'll just do it at the top. Give me a serialized field for the grid move. I think that's the other problem, is that I think, oh, I'm tired, I should go to bed, oh, my head hurts. But then by the time it rolls around to 8:30, or it rolls around to 8:45, or it rolls around to 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, now I'm a little more awake. Time to get distracted by YouTube for like half an hour or an hour, or read webcomics for an hour, and go to bed way too late and mess up my entire week. To the point that I have a headache. Purely because on Sunday night, I was like, I want to catch up on my webcomics. Which I have not done this week. Oh, bugger off. What do you mean? Saying I didn't go here and I didn't go and put that there. Yeah, that's true. I didn't do that. You're... It's something like that, where I'm like, I've been using Unity for how long? And still, every time I make a script, that is part of the process, is forget the thing and go back and add it. I was testing you should be changing the color of the base. That was the goal. That's why I added all this. That's why I did all these things. So what I was using for the ball is to do a below check, and if there is something there, then change its color. The spawning of the level is grid spawn, then level spawn. So it spawns the level after the fact. Or grid spawn and then the spawn test, of which that's what I'm messing with right now. So excuse me. I didn't do... No, it is doing a random color at the start, right? Yeah, random color is happening no matter what. So then it should be going into here, setting a random color on the pipe, which it is doing that. And it should be doing a check here to see if there's something at that grid move distance. You suck it. It's supposed to be 2 now. Bugger off, you dumb. That's something, yeah, because... Hey, there we go, okay. So now that looks a little better. Now it looks like there's a color, actually, But I'm thinking in terms of, like, merch. I say you sucketh. Bugger off, you dumb. Put that on a shirt. Godballs, mother flippin' asterisks. I could put that... make that a merch thing, too. Okay, so now I can spawn purple balls that are afraid of the thing. I meant to pause. God, balls. Then I say it not even ironically. Oh, dadgummit. I could also put that. All the catchphrases. Is that what's happening there? Is that it's... Why is that angry? Because it was looking like it... Okay, nope. That's an indication. Go to bed. Interesting. I've made an interesting thing here. That was not what I was expecting at all. Okay, so what if I do on the side here? Oh, it's doing nulls. It's just doing nulls everywhere. Okay. Oh, you have a... Yeah, okay, so all of these are still trying to move in the same direction. Even despite the fact that they look like they're stopped. Huh. That's kind of funny. Okay. Well, this is as far as I was able to get at this session. This is tried to make it a productive 2.5 hours. Let's Okay, yeah. The contractions are happening at a faster rate. The yawns are have accelerated. That's a sleep indication for sure. I do see the scary pastries doing something. Oh, I didn't even check to see if there's anybody here to raid with. Because if I'm falling asleep, is there anybody actually here? 2. Okay, so no. Man, it seemed like it was busy earlier, and now that I'm ready to raid, everybody's gone, and it's yeah, happens every time. Congrats on giving it an effort, yeah. Oh, this I'm not familiar with, but I was like, no, I think I'm already following, and I'm already following here. Am I following here, too? Shatterbound sounds familiar, maybe? Okay, but if it's just 2 people and one of them is myself, then that's like a, no, I'm just gonna go to bed. Now it says 4 people. Why did it jump up to 4 people now? Okay, so is there anybody here? Do people want to raid? Is the question. Looks like Adagon might have just started something. Funbase doing Minecraft. I did a raid not too long ago. Maybe PG Komai again? Let's kill the music.
Hang on, am I also multiplying by force torque applied?
Or I could see what
Not
Adagon's up
length?
there. Actually, you know what? I haven't raided Adagon in a while. Let's go raid Adagon.
There you go. I gave you an extra one as well.
Okie dokie, let's see what Adagon's up to, and then
I
I
know
will
they're going to rearrange that corner.
actually try to go to
The
bed.
camera's too far up now.
We shall see if that actually happens, but I'm gonna make an attempt. Again, I can't spell it, and I
You
can't
suck
say
your
it.
doubles
so.
in, the push-ups are more efficient. True.
Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm
know.
gonna keep trying to get this done. So, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and then hopefully I can have a success so that I can actually play a game and not feel bad about it on Friday, but we'll see. But, so, see everybody tomorrow.
C and S.